Alrighty, that's live. Just gonna sit here and wait for a little bit. Um, oh, already got people. Hey, Zach. Hey, Billy. Man, 20 seconds in and we already got some people. Yay. 4 people. Yay. Yeah, it's been a while since actually a couple weeks since I've done like a live stream on my channel. Which Red Ranger did I meet? I met Austin. I'll get to that in a moment because there's a story behind this. There's actually like a story behind this. No, well, Spy versus Spy. Are we talking about like the Mad comic? Or are we talking like from Mad TV or Mad Kid? Basically, the stuff from Mad Comics or Mad Magazine, whatever the fuck. Oh, you're still in here. My cat is in. I forgot my cat was in my room. So yeah, I totally forgot my cat was in my room. Yes, yes, then I have seen it. Yeah. Let's see if I can actually show my cat to you guys. There she is. There she is. Say hi. It's the world, Isis. Say hi. Okay, you said hi. Hey, Omnitron, and yes, I did get the shirt. Yeah, the mightiest All Might. Yeah, I actually got this at the convention I was at. I dig this, by the way. Hey, Green Goblin. So yeah, my one problem is I accidentally got a extra large. So hopefully I can shrink it down a bit. Maybe it'll fit me better. But yeah, this is so cool, right? I was like, the moment I saw this, I was like, I want this shirt. Oh, this looks so good. Spider-Man poster. Oh, right, from Tampa. Oh yeah, I got that at Tampa at the Tampa convention. So yesterday I was at this. And yeah, I do know Deku will be in Shonen Force plus Ultra. So yeah, I was at a convention the other day. Well, yesterday, and also that same day I saw Dragon Ball Super Broly. I saw the Broly movie last night as well. If you want to see my review on it, you can go to Comic Universe right now because that review just came up. Just got posted. So you guys, after this, you guys can go over there and check out my thoughts for the Dragon Ball Super movie. So, yeah. Oh, that's so cool. How was MK11 playing it, like gameplay wise? How was it, Green Goblin? Yeah. Okay, that's funny. Anyway, so I got some other stuff at the convention. And as you've noticed, the pop wall's actually gotten considerably bigger. It'd be Black Adam All Might, or would it be All for One if it was a black shirt? That'd actually be kind of cool if it was like One for All, or All for One. Excuse me, I always get the two mixed. All for One dressed as Black Adam, like that would work. That'd be cool. No, Broly did not play at my convention. I actually saw it at a theater hours after the convention. Like a friend of mine called me and said, "Hey, you want to go see Broly tonight?" And you want to go see Broly tonight? And I was like, "Yeah, okay, I'll go see Broly." Oh, there she is. There's Isis. Oh yes, it was dubbed. What you doing? What are you doing? Okay, be an asshole. Broly's legend. Yeah, it did. Again, if you guys want to get my full thoughts on the movie, you guys can go to Comic Universe because that's where I did the review. It's posted on there, so you guys can go there after this and check out my full thoughts. I like the movie. it actually gave Broly a character arc. Like, Broly now has a character arc. It's amazing. I didn't even think that was possible. Like, and also, I'm going to say this, is that much like how Infinity War was Thanos' movie, this is Broly's movie. It's not Goku or Vegeta's movie. It's Broly's movie. So yeah, I dug that. I really did dig that. Anyway, so I guess I'll show you guys what I got at the convention. Not a big haul. Just got some random stuff. Like, yeah. First off, I got the shirt. You know, this is where I got the shirt, first and foremost. No, it did not have Goku, the whole crying thing. It did not happen. That did not happen. I'll spoil that much. So here's what I got at the convention, starting off with like a box set, like the whole box set of Ed, Edd n Eddy. Like, the whole series. I think movie included. Yeah. The entire DVD collection of Ed, Edd n Eddy. For those who don't know, I'm a huge fan of Ed, Edd n Eddy. I loved this cartoon. It's one of my favorites. Definitely one of the best shows, if not the best show, Cartoon Network ever did on their own, non-superhero wise. So yeah. The burden of hospitality is too great for Rolf. So yeah, got this. Hopefully I think the movie's included, because this is quote-unquote bootleg. So yeah, this is really cool. I dig this. This is so cool. Anyway. So, next up, got this, Hulk by John Byrne and artwork by Ron Garney. This is a whole, like, run, a whole story arc of Hulk and Hulk by John Byrne, who had done Hulk before. This is like the early 90s, like, well, actually mid 90s, I should say, the mid 90s of Marvel. So, this is really cool. I'm curious because I've never read like what John Byrne was like on Hulk. Apparently, he's like really big. He was big on this, so this sounds really cool. The story for this is that this big storyline is that someone is remotely controlling the Hulk, and taking the power away from Banner. So Hulk is now out of control, and there's someone, one of Hulk's enemies, that has essentially taken control of him for nefarious purposes, of course. So this was, yes, before Marvel's bankruptcy. Oh, he did a run on She-Hulk? That's cool. I think She-Hulk actually shows up in here. It's cool because, yeah, we do... from in here, we do get we actually do have Hulk fighting other superheroes. Like, we do have Hulk fighting the Avengers. We've got Hulk fighting Wolverine, who at this time still has the Bone Claws. Hulk fights the Thing. He also takes on Man-Thing, apparently, in this comic. Yeah, Hulk and Man-Thing throw down. So yeah. Looking forward to this. Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, so... it's now within Justice-like special move, so that's what I heard. It's also, like, I don't know how this Fatal Blow is going to be, like, not cheating. I don't know how they're, like, I don't feel... I'm still, like, leery about that. Oh, yeah, well, my theater was almost packed. Like, this had been at, like... It was the 9:30 showing of the movie, so a lot of people had left. I imagine the 7:30, the 7 o'clock one would have been a lot bigger. So anyway, moving on now to the other two comics I got at the convention. These were like $4 each, so $8 in total. Yeah, All-Star Western Volumes 2 and 3, because I need me some Jonah Hex. I love me some Jonah Hex, and I was kind of tired of. Oh, there she is. Hello. I don't know if you guys can see her, like this little dot back here. Anyway, so yeah, I got the, this is from, yes, New 52, but from my friend Ian, Sid Part 2 has said that this is some of the best stuff that the New 52 ever did, so hopefully, you know, Ian's never proven me wrong, so yeah. So for, yeah, the second so yeah, it's only the second and third volume, but the second volume is Jonah Hex taking on the Court of Owls in the 1800s. That's awesome in its own right. And then we have, I guess, like a Joker-esque plague in Gotham. So that sounds really cool. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Yes, it is. No, not Joanna Hex. It's just Jonah Hex. It's Jimmy Palmiotti and Justin Gray on Jonah Hex. What more could you want? This is really cool. I'm looking forward to reading this. And again, New 52, not a lot of people love, but apparently All Star Western was like the shit. Like, so yeah. If New 52 was as good as All Star Western and Aquaman across the board, then we would not need a reboot. I mean, rebirth. Okay. I guess like people would say, oh, what about Batman? Well, I know people love Scott Snyder's Batman. I love the beginning of it. And I think the storyline got away from him meanwhile. Anyway. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to reading these 2 volumes with All Star Western. And next up, I got this in a little contest. There was this little booth that was actually like spin the wheel, answer a question, spin the wheel, and win a prize. And one of the prizes was actual tickets to go to this convention next week, which I may not have money to do. Cons destroy me. So yeah, I basically they showed you a picture of a show, and you had to guess either the actor's name or the show it's from. And I guessed correctly, it was Miami Vice. Like I took one look and I was like, oh, that's Miami Vice right there. And what I got, I spun the wheel, and I was hoping to get tickets. I didn't get tickets, but what I got was a Superman decal. I don't own a car, but maybe I'll find something to put this on. And it was actually, this is the last decal they had. So yeah. Now, there you go. Also, I got some pops. Of course, because in case you haven't noticed, the pop wall's actually, it's now 60 figures, guys. Not joking, it's now 60 figures. I have a fucking problem. But first, let's take you out. Because you want to leave, you asshole. Come on. Go on. You're welcome, jackass. Anyway. So, yeah. Behold the wall of pops, I guess. Also, yeah, you can now clearly see this shirt is big. I know, it was the only one they had. Yeah, so let's see if I can show you real quick. Actually, no, I don't think I can without making this go down, without having this all fall apart. Hello, Carlotta. Media Detective. Oh, thank you, Media. But yeah, basically the 3 new pops I got were hello, Overnerd. Basically the 3 new ones I got were Pinhead from Hellraiser, Maleficent, and Arkham Knight Scarecrow. Which I was like, the moment I saw Arkham Knight Scarecrow, I was like, you're coming home with me. The other 2 were just kind of like walk around, and I was like, oh, okay. So it was 3 for $27. I was like, all right, that's nice. I'm trying to collect all the slashers. So far, I only have Pinhead, Jason, and Michael. Those are the only 3 slashers I have. So hopefully I can collect the others. So those are the 3. But also, I want to mention that my good friend Chris actually sent me a couple days ago 6 new pops. That's why the wall got a little bigger. 6, and also slashers like horror movie characters, Carlotta. So yeah, 6 I got, and the 6 were Dipper and Mabel. He got me Dipper and Mabel. He also got me Goliath from Gargoyles, Michael Myers from Halloween, of course. He also got me All Might. He actually got me All Might from My Hero Academia, and Sailor Saturn from Sailor Moon. So yeah. You're going to need a cloth. Yeah, I know. I think I'll give you my Scorpion and Raiden Funkos for that, Tommy. I'll give you my Scorpion and Raiden Funkos if for that Tommy Oliver and Lord Zed. Tempting, but I'm not going to part with it. It was hard. It was a bitch and a half to get those pops to begin with, so I ain't parting with them so easy. A Vault Boy Shazam. Oh, that's cool. And yes, it is awesome. That is cool. Omnitron. So yeah, now for the story you've all been waiting for. The reason why it's titled the way this stream is. Um, yeah, so now for the reason why so at the convention there were certain guests that were there, and one of them was Marina Sirtis, who most of you guys would know as either Deanna Troi from Star Trek TNG, or better for most of you, she's the voice of Demona from Gargoyles. And I didn't get to see her; she was at a panel. But who I did get to see was Austin St. John, who most of you guys would know best as Jason. He was the original Red Ranger. Yeah. So, yeah, I got to... And yes, Phil Lamarr was there, and I'll get to his story in a moment. But yeah, I didn't get to speak with him because he actually had to leave the moment I tried to get up to him. Also, he was super, super fucking expensive, so I don't think... anyway. So, yeah. I met the OG Red Ranger. It was so cool. He was very chill. But then I actually got to hang out with Phil Lamarr, who most of you guys would know best as Samurai Jack, the voice of Samurai Jack. He also voiced, of course, Jon Stewart Green Lantern in Justice League. He has done a lot. He has done a lot. And he also, fun fact, for those who forget, he actually was a character in Pulp Fiction. He actually played in Pulp Fiction. Funny enough, the original Justice League, Carlotta. Yes, Justice League, the animated series. He was Jon Stewart Green Lantern. Anyway, so for those who forget, he was in Pulp Fiction. He's the guy John Travolta blows his brains out all over the back of the car. So Phil Lamarr I was actually catching the conversation he has with George Lowe. And George Lowe, most of you guys would know best, as the voice of Space Ghost from Space Ghost Coast to Coast. And he also does the perverted unicorn in Robot Chicken. So yes, I got to see Space Ghost Coast to Coast. And I've actually met him before. He's a cool guy. Yeah, I know he was Hermes Conrad in Futurama. But basically he was having this conversation with George Lowe. And I was overhearing it, and he didn't care. He was like talking. He was talking back and forth with him, and they're actually discussing the scene of when he was in the same room with Samuel Jackson. And apparently, that scene where he was going to talk, and Samuel Jackson's character goes, "I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing." That was ad-lib. He didn't know that was going to happen. So he literally, like he says, and I quote, "I almost shit my pants." When Jackson looked at me and said, "I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing," I almost shit my pants. So yeah, Phil Lamarr was scared of Sam Jackson, rightfully so. Anyway, so yeah. Now I did get to hang out with him. I get to talk with him, and I was in cosplay. I was actually in a cosplay, and I actually dressed as Castiel from Supernatural. I was dressed as Castiel. Any sane mortal man would be scared of Sam Jackson. But yeah. I know he was a member of Mad TV. I know that, Billy. But anyway, point being is that I was cosplaying as Castiel, and he got it. He actually got it, like, right then and there. And he was like, "Oh, you're Castiel?" And he's like, and the woman he was with, his I guess assistant, was like, "How can you tell the difference?" He was, "Oh, it's easy. If it's Constantine, it's a red tie. If it's Castiel, it's a blue tie." And he was like, "Yeah." And he thought he was so cool. He was very chill for the short time I got to meet him. He was shorter than I expected. He's actually equal to my height. He's actually like, we could look each other in the eye. Like, yeah, he was equal height with me, everything. He was so cool. I didn't get to hang out with him too long, like maybe 5 minutes, like maybe 3 minutes. It was a slow day at the convention. He was really cool. So, yeah, I got to hang out with Samurai Jack. I got to meet Samurai Jack. That was so cool. I also got an interview. There are also some comic artists, and I actually got an interview with Bob Layton, who most of you got. For those who don't know who Bob Layton is, Bob Layton is the artist / co-writer of like a lot of big stories in Iron Man. He had done like Doom Quest, Demon in a Bottle. He had done He had done a lot of like big Iron Man stories, and a lot of it that were the major inspiration for Iron Man. So without Bob Layton's help, there wouldn't be an MCU right about now. Now, would there? And I actually got an interview, like a 7 minute interview, recorded on my phone, and I'm trying to put it on to put it to Comic Universe. I need to try to transfer that for Craig to edit. And it was a neat interview. He was so cool. Got to hang out with him for a little bit. I also got to meet Sarah Ricketts. Sarah Ricketts, who does the artwork, who is a big artist at IDW. She's actually doing the variant covers for. She's doing the variant covers for the Rick and Morty Dungeons and Dragons crossover right now. She's doing the artwork, the cover art for that. So that was really cool. So I enjoyed that. She was really nice. I also got to meet Andy Price for a short time. Andy Price, who is the one of the artists in the MLP comics. He was neat. Yes, there is a Rick and Morty D&D crossover. Yeah, you guys didn't know? That's been going on since last August. You didn't know? Yeah, there's a Rick and Morty D&D crossover comic going on. But anyway, so yeah, I got to meet Andy Price, who, Cody, you probably know him best as the artist for MLP. So he was really chill. So he was really nice. I wish I got an interview with him. He was actually doing a sketch, and I asked him what was the favorite cover you did. What was one cover? What was one cover you liked doing for MLP? And he said my favorite one was helping the Rocky Horror Picture Show cover. And I was like, yeah, that's a really good one. Yes, it is canceled. Like, that was never even a thing, apparently. We talk about the covers, and like I said, his favorite one he helped do was the Rocky Horror Picture Show one. That was a parody of the Rocky Horror Picture Show with MLP in it. I was like, that was cool. I like that one. And I actually got to ask him, because for those who've read the MLP comics, it always felt to me like they took inspiration from Marvel and DC. Because the first story arc was a lot like Secret Invasion, and the second one was a lot like Dark Phoenix, and the Mirror Universe was like Crisis on Two Earths. So I asked him, hey Darth Rumps, I asked Andy Price, was that intentional that you did a lot of the MLP storylines a lot like Marvel and DC arcs? And he said no, that wasn't intentional. That was just kind of like, we didn't realize that, and even like, I didn't even think about that till you said something. And I said, I wasn't trying to say like, oh, you were copying them. I was just saying like, was there inspiration from those storylines going into those comics? And he said, no, it was just kind of, we just kind of, oh, thank you, Caleb. Will always be the background ponies and doing their Justice League International and Vinyl. Yeah, that was a good one too. But yeah, he basically said that was all the storylines were just all coincidental. So I was like, okay, that's fine. It's neat. Yeah, great minds think alike all the time. Talk about very huge coincidence that every major storyline feels like it takes inspiration from Marvel and DC. So, I don't know. I did see the new Shazam sneak peek. Can't you tell? I liked it. I enjoyed that. I like where we're going with this character. Yeah, I'm really hyped. I'm still excited for the Joker origin movie, but this one, like right now, like after, like this is going to be, and C-Dubs and I talked about this one day, is that Shazam is going to be the real proving ground of where DC goes from now on. That's going to be the big thing, is that this movie is going to be the major proving ground, and obviously it's going to be it's going to be competing hard because it's in the same month as Endgame. Who thought that was a good idea? And he made me think, but they're weeks apart. It doesn't matter. When the moment Endgame shows up, Shazam is going to get trounced. No matter how good it is, you're competing against the biggest Marvel movie. Oh, see you later, Omnitron. Speaking of MLP comics, do you think MLP comics will continue even after? That's a tough one. Yeah, no movie's going to compete with and the only one close enough is going to be Episode 9, and it's Disney again. Star Wars Episode 9 is going to be the only one. And I know, yes, Far From Home takes place from Endgame, and I don't get why people are like so mad that it's like, where's Iron Man? Where's this? Where's that? How did he get back? Aren't they going to talk about that? Oh, you mean talk about the biggest spoiler for the largest Marvel movie ever? I don't think so. Yeah. So that wasn't going to happen. Yeah, I don't think that was going to happen, guys. No, they're not. It's they're releasing Endgame in April, not May. Yeah, and it's also funny that Captain Marvel and Shazam are coming out 1 month apart. Yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry. Anyway, so I see that Carlotta actually real quick to Carlotta. It's surprising you always get the ass end of these live streams, and now you're like in the thick of it. Yay! Good on you. You finally know how. You finally caught on. Yes. Well, I missed class today. Okay. Was it just like, I guess I don't have class. Might as well see what DPZ's doing. It's not Loki, it's All Might from My Hero Academia. Snow. That. Well, they technically did another one with a Attack on Titans crossover, but it was a free comic book day thing, and it never finished. Yeah. Monster Universe. Yeah, I like it more than Conjuring Universe, which I don't know why that needs a shared universe to be fucking begin with. Who knows? All right, that's cool. Also, glad you guys are still enjoying the Infinity Verse. Me and Jason have been writing. Hope you all have been enjoying that. That shirt makes me want All Might and Injustice. That'd be great, having All Might and Injustice. Yes, and I did see the new Broly movie. Again, if you guys want my thoughts on the new Dragon Ball Super movie, you guys can go to Comic Universe where my review is. Did a drawing of Goku versus Randy around Christmas. Was it even a fight picture? Was it just Goku like flicking him across the world? Awesome, because that's how I think it would go. No, I don't know why that fight would happen. My Jump Trinity: Goku, Luffy, and Naruto. I would say if you want to go by anime trinity, it would be Goku, Sailor Moon, and I guess maybe Spike from Cowboy Bebop. That would be my anime trinity. Um, Thor versus Goku would be a fairer fight than Goku versus Superman. Maybe Goku wants to fight everyone, but I think he would realize Randy would not have the right power level to fight him. Like he'd be like, "You're so kind of puny compared to me." Thoughts on Vader fan film by Star Wars? All right, so people want to know this. So for those who don't know, there's been a Vader fan film going around called Vader Shards of the Past, and what happened is that it wasn't Disney who did the strike. It was a company who owned the music that they used in the trailer. I mean, in the fan film that got them the strike. Disney had no part of it. So what happened? So yeah, and now Star Wars series kind of just piss off about it. Which, yeah, you knew what you were doing. You know, you knew that you would get someone angry about that. So I don't know. It's a slippery slope. But yeah, it was. I know a lot of people saying, "Oh, it was Disney's fault." It was not Disney's fault. South Park might get an Olympic game. What? What the hell is that? What are your thoughts on Justice League versus Fatal Five? I think it's really cool that we're going back to the DC animated universe first and foremost. I think that's really cool. Um, so I think that's a pretty neat one. You know what we need? Now that I'm looking back at the giant wall here, you know what we need? Do you know what we need? What we need are some Stormhawks pops or some Ruby pops. At that moment, I think I heard Carlotta just have a heart attack and die. um, it's a little longer. It's still a one shot, but it's a little longer and it's a little darker. I don't want to say who the. Actually, I'll say it right now. Dipper is getting the next spotlight. Dipper is the next spotlight character, and his storyline is going to be a little darker of where we're going, and it's also going to build into something that we're going to try to do later in the Infinityverse fanfiction series. And I think Carlotta. I just killed Carlotta with sheer cuteness. You did. That's neat, Wizard. That's funny. I know they do Ruby minifigures. Funko does like the minifigs for Ruby, so I was like, why not? It's been so long. Why not just do Ruby pops? Why not just finally do Ruby pops? I will. I guarantee you those will, as long as certain characters aren't exclusive. Like, Cinder would be an exclusive. Somewhere she would be an exclusive figure. You just know Cinder would be an exclusive, as would Winter and Crow. You know all the extended characters would be, exclusives. And they would be like, oh, to get Cinder, you gotta fucking go to GameStop, and they only have two figures, and sometimes they